Good evening and welcome. Good evening. Welcome everyone from Spain, I see. I think it's almost as hot here in the Netherlands as it must be in Spain. Sweden, I see. Great. Welcome. Germany, hello. Oh, now it goes very quickly. Poland, I see. Italy, hello. Good. UK, Denmark, Romania. Lots of people joining. That's great. Nice to have you all joining. UK, more Germany, Romania, Austria, Norway. Lots of people. Austria again. Really good. Spain, Czech, Austria. Lots of people joining. France, Swiss, Norway, UK, South Africa, all the way. Nice. Really nice. Good. We'll give it a minute and then we'll get started. So, Kim joining from the UK, really good. We're about to start. Yes, good evening everyone and welcome to the first ever New Vision webinar, a webinar dedicated to our business opportunity. At Nu Skin, we're all about empowering people, and our business opportunity is the biggest way to empower people to change their lives. This webinar is for any Nu Skin affiliate who has earned a check in the last 3 months, and of course living in one of our 23 countries that make up Europe and Africa, the region. So this is not a training session. It is not an opportunity call. It's all about the business opportunity. You will hear from your peers about what they have built, how they are building towards their big goals, and how this business has changed their lives. Real stories, real numbers, real leaders. So our goal is that you leave inspired, excited, to share the opportunity and to build towards your goals too, so that you know what's possible for you and what your next milestone is. So we started this call with a disclaimer. It's always important that we take a minute to speak about that. Whenever we speak about the business opportunity, and especially about earning money within Nu Skin, it's important that we're honest about what it takes. Like any business, Nu Skin business takes hard work and dedication. We are a public traded company, and we publish our annual average earnings statement on our website, so you can see that. However, the people that you will hear speak tonight are not necessarily average, I would say, but the stories are true stories for them. So I'm going to keep it very short. We have invited a few different leaders to speak tonight, different backgrounds, different experience levels, different pin titles, from relatively new to highly experienced. But before we do that, you'll hear from Tom Banghart. Tom has been with Nu Skin since 2014. First and foremost, I would say Tom is a family man and a proud father of 2 daughters. His youngest is only 4 months old, so really great combination with this business, young kids. 12 years in the business, and he has huge goals for himself and his team. A truly committed leader, also active at the European Strategy Group, so I work with him a lot on a daily basis, that he works also to help your business Europe-wide. Always positive, always looking for new opportunities, and I think the launch of Prism.io and our focus on wellness has really turbocharged his business growth again. So, Tom, are you here? And the stage is yours.
Amazing, I'm here. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited for this call. All of you that are listening are in for a huge treat this evening. You're going to hear some incredible, inspiring stories from some amazing leaders. And before we get into that, I'm privileged to be able to just share some insights into Nu Skin, my thoughts, my reasons for joining Nu Skin, what I love about this amazing company, and hopefully impart some knowledge that maybe you haven't heard before into you. So we're going to get right into it. Before I do that, I'm going to share a little bit more about my background and how I kind of come across this Nu Skin opportunity. It ties in nicely with this company history as well. I joined, as Michiel said, in 2014, 12 years ago. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. It's gone so fast, but it's been the best 12 years of my life. I was working in engineering in the aerospace industry for an American company, actually. Had a really good, successful career at 25 years old. And I could have stayed there forever. You know, they're very heavily invested in me, put me on the leadership track and, you know, en route to become a director of that company one day. But one day I just sat back and thought, is this truly what I want to do for the rest of my life? You know, I looked at my bosses that had been there 10, 20, 30 years longer than me, and they were tired. They were stressed. They were fed up. They were waiting for retirement. And I just thought, that's my future. If I continue down this path, I'm going to end up in the same situation as they am. You know, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, right? How many stories do you know of people working for that corporate ladder and having the same kind of burnout and journey? And I just wanted more. I thought, this is not what I want for my life. I want more. I want to be my own boss. I want to have my own business, but I don't know where to start. And that's where I kind of was really open to opportunities, and I looked at various different things. And, you know, at that time, that's when Nu Skin really came across my path and really opened my eyes to this world of direct selling. I'd been introduced to a couple of other companies before, had no idea it was direct selling, didn't even know what that was. But Nu Skin really opened my eyes to that world, and I'm forever grateful because it's, you know, made a huge, massively positive impact in my life over the last 12 years. And I'll touch on a little bit more of that as we go through. But I went to a meeting 12 years ago and saw some information about this company. And the first thing I learned about is what sets Nu Skin apart. And it really is the motto that Nu Skin is built upon, the foundation of Nu Skin, which is all of the good and none of the bad. I, as a 25-year-old man in this business, in this world, I had no idea or clue about skincare, about wellness, or anything. But I knew science, I knew innovation, and I knew that Nu Skin were doing something different. So all of the good, none of the bad is the foundation principle that Nu Skin is built on. The initial product line of Nu Skin was all of the good, none of the bad. They wanted to totally disrupt three incredible people that are still very active in the company today, Steve, Blake, and Sandy, had this vision to create a skincare line that was different to the mainstream, the high street brands and all the other skincare brands out there. They wanted to make a skincare line that was all of the good, none of the bad, no negative ingredients in there that was going to be harmful or detrimental to your skin. And that was really the starting point. And people, I'm sure you've heard the story, came in their droves to buy this product, and even more importantly, they came back for more, right? And that foundation, that principle still rings true into all of our innovation, all of our products today. All of our latest, amazing, greatest technologies like our Collagen Plus and our LumiSpa, all have that foundation principle, all of the good, none of the bad. So we always used to say in our presentations when I started the business that Nu Skin were the apple of the anti-aging industry. And I think that is so true still today. Like the way that each brand range, each product complements the next is incredible. You know, much like Apple, I'm sure many of you on this call have Apple Watches, iPads, MacBooks. I'm staring at about 5 Apple products in front of me right now, right? And they all very work coherently and complement each other in a great way. And that's exactly the same with our Nu Skin portfolio. You know, we have this amazing umbrella of brands underneath us. Nu Skin was where it started. Then they went into wellness with Pharmanex brand that really aligned with the company ethos of Nu Skin. And then ageLOC came in 2008, which totally, you know, set the world alight when it came to skincare. One of the first companies, if not the first, if I'm not mistaken, creating a skincare line that works on a genetic level to anti-age your skin, right? It was so innovative. I think people are only understanding the importance and the scale of ageLOC today. And then came our beauty devices, our smart beauty devices like LumiSpa, many to follow. And of course, where we are today, which I'm super excited about, is the Prism IO. And I truly believe I'm a lover. You know, I started at 25 years old not using any products and skincare or wellness. Now I use everything. I use new skin products. I use Pharmanex products. I use AgeLock products. I use Prism IO. I literally use everything. Why? Because I trust the brand. I know the brand, all of the good, none of the bad. And I know that I would not want to put anything else onto my skin or in my body that's not new skin. So, and this is just, you know, I believe the beginning, the start of something big. You know, new skin have got that foundation of incredible products and technologies that now we're going to build an expansive future on. I just see the vision so bright in front of me. So that's the portfolio. It's going to continue to grow. There's going to be more, you know, studies, I'm sure, come in, linking Prism to all of these other ranges in our portfolio. And I'm excited to go on this ride. One of the things, as I said before, I knew nothing about beauty and wellness, but I knew science and innovation. When I heard about AgeLock and really understood what AgeLock is, it blew my mind. I could not believe that that new skin had kind of found this this technology, found this pathway to anti-aging. You know, that your genes are responsible for how well you age, and they are being able to identify those genes and then create products that can target them and reset them to a more youthful state. That blew my mind, but that was when I realized Nu Skin's doing something different. I haven't heard any other company talking about genetic science, epigenetics, you know, skincare or wellness. And I was like, okay, this company's definitely onto something. And look at AgeLock today, a $15 billion brand in its own right. And, you know, it's no small feat for any brand to do $15 billion in sales. So for Nu Skin to do that with their AgeLock brand, I think is phenomenal. $15 billion in sales. And like I said, I think people are just truly starting to understand AgeLock and what it is and what it has to offer. I think AgeLock is more fit for the next 10 years than it ever has been. And I think this number is just going to grow exponentially. So one thing that I did when I first found Nu Skin was I did my research, right? I liked what I saw, that initial presentation, but if I'm going to put my time and effort in something and I'm going to build something for the future, I want to make sure that I'm doing it with the right company. Okay, so now I'm exposed to this direct selling industry. Now I'm learning, oh wow, this is a great business model. Okay, let me check, is Nu Skin the best of the best out there? Are they the right company for me? And that's, you know, self-perception. That's, you know, everyone might have a different opinion on that out in the real world, but I really did my checks. You know, I looked at the top 5, 10, 15 companies that were around, and I really went deep. Who are they? What do they do? Who's running the companies? Who founded the companies? What's their ethos? What's their culture? How many leaders have they got? You know, what does their compensation plans look like? I went into all the details. And for me, I think, for me personally, in my opinion, there was Nu Skin, there was a big gap, and then there was the rest. You know, that was my opinion. I didn't find another company that kind of ticked every single box for me. And I think, really, truly believe Nu Skin's the right company. And you just look at these stats, nearly $22 billion paid out in commissions to affiliates like me and you and on this call. That's incredible. I believe I heard a stat, there's only 3 companies that have reached that milestone. 3 companies that reached that, and we're one of those. The $15 billion age of sales we just spoke about. Nearly 2,000 people have earned over $1 million. They're in the circle of excellence. That means they've made over $1 million in lifetime earnings. Again, I think when I started, it was around 1,000, 1,200 maybe. So to go from that to nearly 2,000 in 12 years, I think is incredible. And I don't know if it's true, but I believe it is. I've heard that, Nu Skin probably has the most, lifetime $1 million earners out of all the companies in the industry. If not, they're up there in, top 2 or 3 as well. So that's, again, a big thing for me because it's validation. This works. People have done it. People are making money. They've made money. And if 2,000 people have done it, then I can do it too. That was my mindset early on. I know it was only 1,000, but that's what I want to get across to you. If 2,000 people have already achieved this milestone, then you can as well. And then when it comes to the science and the awards, 100 plus published studies, 100 patents, 292 awards, I would love there to be a comparison of direct selling companies and published studies, patents and awards, because I believe we'd win hands down in every single one of those areas. And this wellness industry, this wellness trend right now is just heating up. It's a $6 trillion industry. $1 trillion. That is so big, I don't think people can comprehend how big it is. And it's expected to grow to over $10 trillion. That is the biggest, I believe, earning opportunity right now for the next 10 years is in the wellness space. And we are, I believe, got the biggest opportunity right now in that space with the Prism.io. The 20 years of data and success that we've had with our previous devices coming together into Prism.io and what this device can do in terms of scalability and putting this out there in people's homes and improving their nutritional wellness and showing them that if their supplements are working for them or not. I think this is a game changer, and I truly believe the next 5 to 10 years will be the biggest 5 to 10 years in Nu Skin's history. That's my opinion. And that's what gets me so excited to get up out of bed every day, do my calls, do my invitations, and share this message and opportunity with everybody. So the comp plan, I did a lot of research in this space. I did so much research in my first couple of weeks that I knew there was 5 main types of different compensation plans. I knew that most of the legacy companies, which, are companies that have consistently done $1 billion in revenue over a long period of time, the main compensation plan that they have is a stair-step breakaway plan, which is what our back end of our plan is. It's a stair-step breakaway plan. And for me, this is the best type of compensation plan because it promotes leadership. And if you want a long-term business that is going to be here and stand the test of time and continue to pay you month over month, then I believe you want a leadership business. You want a team, an organization full of leaders, not a team that is solely relying on you and a sales team that you've got to drive and motivate day after day after day and week after week, because that's what a lot of plans, I believe, are built upon, where it's just constant motivation, and when you stop, likelihood is your sales team's going to stop as well. And when it comes to our compensation plan, Nu Skin, it truly is a partnership. They pay out 40% of their revenue to us, back into us, in our pockets, to reward us for our hard work and efforts. And when you look at one of the next closest companies, I don't know if I can mention a name, but multi-billion-dollar company, similar stair-step breakaway plan to us, they pay out 32% of their revenue. 32 and 40% is a big difference. But more importantly, when you look at our sales performance plan, it's weighted 25% of that, revenue is paid on the front end, 75% is paid on the back end in our leadership pay. We are a leadership company, and again, that same company that I spoke about and referred to and compared to is 60-40. 60% they pay on the front end, 40% on the back end. So I think, Nu Skin's message is clear. We're a leadership company. We're looking for leaders. We pay leadership, and we're here to stay. And we create, successful entrepreneurs that earn money. Look at our nearly 2,000 Circle of Excellence members. It speaks for itself, in my opinion. And before I just wrap up, I just want to say, I'm fortunate enough to be one of them Circle of Excellence members, but this is a business. It's not easy. It's a business, right? It takes work, it takes effort, it takes consistency. But I'll just leave you with a quick success story from myself. My first year, I didn't really make much money in Nu Skin. Very, very, very little money with Nu Skin. I was doing everything, taking all the action and not getting much back in return. But my first 6 years in total, I made around $500,000 in commissions. The next 3 years, I made around another $500,000 in commissions. That's not because I got better or smarter. That's because of the conversation plan. It's because of the business model. I created leaders that created leaders that created leaders, and that exponential growth enabled us to earn the same kind of commission in a half the amount of time. So final message from me, you're in the right place. You're with a company that cares. When you look at the founders and how active most of them are still in the company today, Sandy, Blake, Steve, what Steve does with our Force for Good Foundation, the leadership driving this company with Chase, Ryan, our CEO, Justin, Michiel here in Europe and his team, we're in the right hands. We've got great people who are visionaries, who know how to run a successful business, a clean, smart business that's not too, debt heavy. It's very slick and operational. And I think they're also a company that has a huge heart and a belief in giving back. And they encourage us to give back every single day with what we do, especially with the Force for Good Foundation and also with Nourish the Children. So just know you're in the right place. There's nothing better out there. Trust me, if there was, I'd be the first one there. So strap in, get ready, take massive action these next 5 to 10 years, and you will be one of those Circle of Excellence members as well. Apologies if I was over time, and I'll hand it back to Michiel, I think.
Yeah, perfect, Tom. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was very inspiring. Exciting times to be with Nu Skin. 42 years going strong, but if I listen to you, Thomas, we're just getting started. So it's now really the time to be with Nu Skin. Just a operational comment for all the speakers, probably including myself. Let's try to keep a little bit of a slow pace so our translators can keep up, because I think there's so much passion and so much energy that we're translating in quite a lot of languages. So, I'll try myself to speak a little bit slower as well. But as I said, we have a few more speakers today. I'm very proud to announce the next speaker, Cynthia McLean. Cynthia started her Nu Skin business back only last year, actually, in May 2025. However, in April already, she achieved both Ruby and Emerald status. So that's extremely fast. She's very dedicated. She is a person with a very strong vision and a very strong leader. Originally from Peru, but married to a French husband, so now living in Paris, a businesswoman, but also a mother, built a strong team in Peru, and I'm sure also here in France. A firm believer that through commitment, belief, and hard work, everything is possible. So, Cynthia, are you with us?
Yes, here I am. Hello.
Hi. So we have a few questions for you.
Yes, of course.
We all want to hear, of course. So maybe you can talk to us a little bit about, so what did your life look like before you actually met Nu Skin? Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Well, before Nu Skin, and I still today, I work as a freelance marketing consultant, and I absolutely love my consulting career. However, I always felt that I could do more. I had this untapped energy and deep passion for skincare, connecting with people and building teams, alongside a very clear goal to increase my monthly paycheck. And this timing perfectly coincided with my move to France. So I found myself navigating a major transition. I wanted to build a meaningful connection and work with my Latin American friends and family back home, while simultaneously integrating myself into the French culture and into the French language. And Nu Skin beautifully brought my two worlds together. And today I am very proud to be an active part of the French Nu Skin community. I deeply appreciate how incredibly welcomed and supported they have made me feel from day one. And it gave me a global platform to scale my income across borders while planting deep, meaningful roots in my new French home.
Wow. So it's a perfect mix for you. So you combine family life, two different businesses with huge ambitions.
Yes, exactly.
So can you talk us a little bit about, maybe speak a little bit about what Nu Skin made possible for you?
Nuskin has turned my professional passions into a rapidly growing reality. I would say it has provided me with an additional stream of income, of course, that has been consistently growing month by month. And reaching the Emerald Director milestone a couple of months ago was incredible validation of that momentum. And beyond the financial growth, Nuskin has unlocked access to an incredible global travel incentive that to me are perfectly aligned with my goals. I am very happy to be heading to Yokohama for the Nuskin convention, which will finally allow me to reconnect with my Latin American team in person and celebrate our shared success. And at the same time, it has connected me closely with other driven leaders right here in France. We are currently working very hard to qualify at least the new ones for the new upcoming trip to Provo. And it's a beautiful mix of building a thriving local community while driving an international business as well.
Wow. Okay, can you say a little bit about how maybe your Nuskin income compares to your other business income? How important does it become for you?
Well, right now it's about to match my previous income, I would say. And of course, the goal is that Nuskin will surpass that. And hopefully I can dedicate just to do Nuskin, because actually when I'm doing my consultancy work, I'm thinking about my Nuskin business. So my heart is in Nuskin, but I'm doing both because I really also love my consulting job. But Nuskin has my heart nowadays.
Yeah, and do you have maybe like a tip? I guess there's more people on this call that are, with considering joining Nuskin, or maybe just started their Nuskin business while doing another business or another job. Like any tips or tricks in that regard?
I would say a lot of organization for timing, and I truly have a lot of support from my husband. Because given that my team is mostly based in Latin America, so I work with different time zones, and I do work a lot during the evenings here in Paris. So of course my husband has to deal with the kids, with the bath time, and with the dinner and with everything. So having a very strong family support, not necessarily a husband, but a partner or someone that helps you and try to coordinate everything, to me has been very important. And also he's very supportive with this, and he's looking forward to me to earn the next European success trip so he can come with me and enjoy.
So it's a real family business for you.
Yes, definitely.
And if you're looking at the future, so what are your goals, and what do you set maybe on a short term as a goal, or what you're working on right now, and what is the long term goal that you have?
Well, right now I am building toward my Diamond Director title. And the momentum we have right now in my team is amazing. My absolute focus right now is on helping my team grow. And just this month, one of my main power lines, actually my main power line, she also reached the Emerald Director title. And I am so incredibly proud and happy for her success, because it is also my success, as it shows the true power of duplication in our organization. And personally, I would say I am right on the verge of closing my very first success trip to Provo, as I mentioned before. This, as you can tell, has me very excited and very energized, because I want to meet all the leadership in the US. I want to meet the offices and everything. And looking right past that specific trip, my next big goal is to qualify for the next upcoming success trip. As you can say, I love traveling. And my why for that is deeply personal. As I mentioned before, this business in our household has been a true team effort. And I want to bring my family along so they can get a sense of the people behind the work, the caliber of this leadership team at Nuskin, the scale and the credentials of the company. And I mainly work towards my children to fully enjoy their present, my children to have a mother that is with them, and also I want to ensure my children's future with this. So it's a mix of many short, medium, and long-term goals.
And do you have a kind of a tip for the people that are listening and say, well, I want that same thing? Like what maybe you're learning from a kind of a beginning leader to the position that you're in right now? Like if you have, we have people from most of our countries in our region listening to this. So what will be your number one or two tips that you would want people to know and to focus on to become successful?
Number one, I would say that worked for me the best is to work very close with my upline. I have the fortune that all my uplines, every single upline of mine is a team elite, which is wonderful. I am very fortunate to be in this amazing Latin American team. And what they did with me is they just let me know which was my immediate next goal, so I didn't get overwhelmed, because this can be overwhelming. There's a lot of new things when you get started. So they made it easy for me, and in consequence I do the same with my own team. So I duplicate what I do. I teach them to do exactly what my uplines teach me to do. Yes. And the other thing is to drive the lines. Now that my organization is growing, I would say that I do take the time to meet every generation in my team, not just the first or the second, but now that I am an Emerald director, I do know every single person in my organization until the 4th level, and I am starting to build the 5th one. So those two would be my immediate tips. I have many to share, but not many times. So those two for now.
I want to thank you for sharing. And I think if people want to know more, I would suggest they qualify and come to Japan and meet you in person, and we can have a lot more conversation. So thank you for sharing. And we have another leader that I want to introduce to you. Someone that I know very well, and someone that works together with her husband, Pavel, Lucy Svobodova, who has been with Nu Skin since 2015. As I say, I know her very well because I think she qualifies for every trip, and we travel over the world. I think she hasn't missed a success trip or a team elite trip. She has a very strong business. She built that through a very consistent approach. She's a strong leader. She's very much about helping others. Strong focus on her team elite. So she is team elite, but she already kept it for 6 consecutive years. That's huge. Circle of Excellence #1, and we know what that is, $1 million in earnings. 10-year NTC ambassador, 4 years NTC chief ambassador. So really, really big inspiration and an example for I guess all of us on this call. As I said, I know her very well because Lucy is also someone that, in addition to her own business, she's a very active participant in the European Strategy Group, and that means that she's also helping to make the right decisions for the whole region. So I think, a very good partner for us. Lucy, I already see that you're here, so maybe I'll hand it over to you from here.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Michiel. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share my story on this call today. As you mentioned, we are working with my husband, and we have been building this business for 11 years. But we didn't join because we were looking for a business. We already had one, because my background is in biochemistry and science, and I had built my own business in nutrition. And together with my husband, we were also running personal development seminars, and we were doing very well financially and professionally, but we were very tired. And what we were missing most was time. We had small children, and even though we were achieving so much in our work, I felt I was missing the most important moments with my family. And we had built a business, but the business still depended on us. But we thought that it was normal that we were tired, because when we saw people around us who were running the business, they had the same. So that's why we were not looking for a change. And that's exactly why when Nu Skin was introduced to me, I didn't see it as a business. But what caught my attention was a street scanner. And me as a professional, I wanted it for my clients to have it in my practice. And it took us almost half a year to truly understand the potential of what was in front of us, and that we decided to commit fully. And from the beginning, I had to say that we worked very hard, just as we were used to doing in our own business, talking to people every day, scanning them, doing wellness consultation. And also from the very first day, we also shared the business opportunity. And we had no expectation about commission. Yeah. After we qualified as a brand rep in our very first month, we immediately had a LOI in our team. We started share the opportunity, and the following month, another brand rep qualified, and we became a Lapis. And that is when the commission arrived. That truly surprised us. At the time, it was approximately 3,700 euros. But I want to be clear, that was not luck. It was the result of our high volume and incentive running at the time. There were some bonuses for building LOIs and qualifiers. And so that was the product of real work. But we didn't stop. We kept going and qualify more brand reps. We became Ruby in 4 months. And for me, this commission was the proof that investing time and energy into this business truly pays off. And this is why after about 3 months, I decided to step away from my own business and dedicate myself fully to Nuskin. And my husband followed me when we reached Blue Diamond title. It was about 20 months from when we started. So yeah, that was our beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so in 20 minutes, yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, and maybe what Nuskin give us, I can say it was financial success for us. In our 8th year, we reached the Circle of Excellence 1. It means $1 million in cumulative commissions. But yeah, you need to understand that every euro was the result of work and time and effort. But it gave us something even greater, and it was time flexibility and the ability to decide how I want to live my life, and most of all, time with my family. Yeah, because before I felt I had to choose between my family and my goals, and today I don't have to choose. Yeah, today my children are grown up now, but but I know that over these 11 years, I gave them my very best. And at the same time, I built something meaningful, and this is what's the true value of this opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then for the same question to you, so we have people on this call that maybe just started or maybe in a similar situation that you are. Well, what's the main top tips that you would give everyone, or maybe that you would like to have heard when you started?
Yeah, I think it's our business is about creating good habits every single day to show up and talk to people. So I think one of the tips would be work on your daily habits, on your tracking your work. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's the most important, and never give up.
Never give up.
Even though yes, sometimes it's not easy. Yeah, because we are working with people, and sometimes it's easy, and sometimes not. So never give up.
That's the big tip. Never give up. And I see there's a lot of love for you in the comments. I think you have your whole team is on, so that's great to see too. So thank you, Lucy, for sharing. Thank you so much. So
thank you.
I'm going to go over to the last speaker, also a lady, and I'm going to hope I pronounce this well. Erika Jonas Kabalasne, one of Hungary's rising stars, incredible energy, a very consistent person with a lot of passion. She achieved Ruby status in less than 2 years, so fast grower. NTC ambassador and qualifying for the We Go Home Provo trip. So we're looking forward to bring you to Provo. Proud mother of 3, strong social media presence, and I know a lot of people follow you and see your journey online. So a great inspiration. So I see you already here. So Erika, can you share a little bit about yourself, your life before Nuskin, and what made Nuskin possible for you, and what you're building towards right now?
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here with you. I'm so glad to be here and share my story. As you heard from Michiel, I'm from Hungary. I'm Erika, mom of three, 8, 6, and 4 years. My children are. And before Nu Skin, I already had my own business. And that was an online business, as I ran my own online business as a nutritional advisor, Pilates trainer, and coach. So I already made good money. Not $1 million as I built with Nu Skin, but I made good money, and I had the flexibility to be with my children, to take care of myself. So as I started to build my Nu Skin business, at the beginning, I thought it will be just, something what I will make next to my business. I start to use products, even more and more products, because I felt in love with the products. I just turned 40, so skincare is very important for me, and also health. I just taking my collagen now. And I start to share my experiences with the products. Especially on the social media, because I had a community. I have a community, not just followers. I built real community on social media. I connecting there a lot of people, a lot of women, same me. And after 4 months, I became a brand representative. And the next month came the first promotion. It was a Black Friday promotion. And in that month, I earned $5,000. It is 1.5 million Hungarian forints. And that time I thought, oh my God, it's something serious. And as I said, I already made $5,000 with my business in a month. But, the way, how can I earn it as a Nu Skin partner? Because, it's not easy. I can't tell it's easy. I'm a hard worker. You have to work hard if you want to achieve something. But in my own business, I was totally on my own. I found out everything. I developed everything. I handled everything. And as a Nu Skin partner, I start to experience that I have a partner. I have a giant partner, I know now. And I have now an account manager who calls me and tell me, Erika, if you need some help, just tell me, just let me know. And I said, oh my God, somebody wants to help me in my business. It's in my business, nobody wanted to help me. I was the only person who wanted to build that business. And not just the corporate guys are fabulous, but I have a mentor line who wanted to help me, they help me every day. And it's amazing. So Nu Skin developing the products, planning the promotions, handle customer service, deliver the products to the customers. So I really feel it's easy, but it's not. It's definitely not. So I'm working hard, but it's not just about the money for me. And this giant also has a huge heart. As I started to know the company deeper, I start to feel that as a Nu Skin partner, I can be part of something greater. I can have a better impact of people's lives and starving children's lives. And I have the opportunity this year to go to the USA. I just dreamed about it all my childhood. I just know USA from the movies. And I will travel there with my husband for free. And, it's mind-blowing. So Nu Skin gave me a lot of things. And now I decided to leave my own business.
Mm.
And right now I'm just building my new skin business. What's next? I definitely wanted to be a team elite, because I think I have to be a team elite to be a precious partner for Nuskin. Because Nuskin is precious for me and for a lot of people and a lot of children, and for the environment as well. So now it's me to be precious for Nuskin and for a lot of people.
So you have big goals, and what would you say for the, as I just asked the other ones too, for the newer people, right? So you said, and I just heard you talk about your first Black Friday. Like, we do those promotions. Yeah, we have Black Friday in the summer. We have a promotion. We do that. So, what is your formula for success? What would you say to maybe people that hear your story and say, okay, that's a little bit like what I would like to do? Is there any secret tip or what you would want to tell them?
Just fall in love with the product and the company. And to fall in love with the products and the company, you have to get known the products, try them, use them, go to the events, talk to your upline, your mentor, and just stay here, share your experiences, share your love with everyone, connect to the people, talk to them, be nice with them, never be pushy. Just, I experienced this. If you want, I can help you.
Yeah. Wow. So and qualify for the success. Qualify for the success trip. I think like you did. And I think that will, like your first trip to the US, I think it will change your view on the company even more so. And I know the people that go to Provo are always very well impressed by the company even more so.
I'm sure. I can't wait.
So thank you, Erica, and thank you for sharing. I think that brings us to the end of our first ever New Vision webinar. I hope you take some time to maybe reflect on the stories you just heard, and also ask yourself what will be your next step. What can you do to maybe create your new skin success story? Maybe write down or ask yourself what you want to achieve, and then how is that path towards that going to look like? What kind of actions do you need to take? There's never been a better time to build with Nu Skin. People want what we have. And you heard it from Tom, Cynthia, Erica, Lucy. Everything is possible if you're willing to work for it. So, I hope that on a future New Vision webinar, it's going to be one of your stories that we're going to be hearing, and that you maybe refer to the first story that you heard here that inspired you so much. So let's keep inspiring each other. Thank you for joining us. We want to do these webinars every month. We will send out an invitation soon so you can hold that date. But then again, so that will come on email. For now, thank you for all the speakers. And we're here to help you for anything that you need. I wish you a great evening, and we'll speak soon again. Thank you very much.